everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I thought that I would just sit down and get ready again, but I also decided that I would do a Q&A. So this is a Q&A, get ready with me. So I asked on my Instagram, just ask me some questions, ask me anything. I'm an open book, you know. I haven't filmed a video, also sorry, Cameron's in the background and so is my cat. They're just... So I haven't filmed a video in almost 2 weeks, I think, because I haven't really been motivated to film. I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't want. So yeah, I just thought I'd sit down, do my makeup and just answer some questions. So, first question is, let me have a look, hold on. Top 3 series that I've watched. I've watched a lot, so this is gonna be a tricky question. So, this isn't in like best order, do you know what I mean? Like, there's no like one series I love the most. I like all of them equally, but top 3 would probably be, now I've forgotten all of them. Oh my god, the pressure. The Office is definitely in my top 3. I love that show. That show is amazing. The US Office, not the UK one. The UK one just doesn't hit the same. Probably RuPaul's Drag Race, because it's amazing. It's like one of my favourite shows ever. Yeah, okay, The Office, RuPaul's Drag Race, and I feel like I've definitely watched a good series. Oh my god. The Real Housewives. Hello? The Real Housewives is amazing. Amazing. I just finished Beverly Hills. I'm like fully up to date. I've started Potomac, but my only issue is season 1 of any Real Housewives show, they all just look so crusty. And I find it really hard to watch, and I don't know why. And they have like these acts they put on where they think that they're like amazing, and they're not. And the wigs are terrible. I don't know, I just can't. Next question. What is my favourite music genre? So this question's slightly difficult, because I listen to a lot of music. I mean, generally it's all kind of like hip hop, R&B kind of vibes, you know, but I listen to also like random shit, like I don't know, like old school pop music. I don't know, I listen to loads of different stuff. It just depends on my mood, but I guess generally it would probably be like R&B. I like rap music, but I don't really listen to rap music that much. I don't really listen to it that much. Next question, what is your favourite trait about yourself? Where do I start? To be honest with you, I don't really know the answer to that question, because I just don't. Maybe that do you know what? I think I'm quite caring. Maybe, I don't know. Or no, I'm very considerate. That would be my favourite trait about myself. And it's also kind of annoying about myself too, because I generally put other people's feelings before my own. You're welcome. So oftentimes I end up hurting myself just so other people don't feel bad. But I suppose it's a good thing, because it means that I care about other people's feelings. So, next question. What are my goals for 2021? To stay alive. I would say one of them would be to like start saving, because I would like to move out. I'm getting to the point where like I want my own space, I want my own kind of, you know, vibe. So I just want to start saving a bit more money so I can put that towards a potential house fund. It's going to take me years to save, so it's not like, it's not going to happen by 2021, but it's something that I want to, you know, start working towards. So that's pretty exciting. Just to be more positive, I would say, and just have a more positive outlook on everything, because the last like year or so has been difficult for a lot of people, so I feel like more positivity would be great this year. And to find a job. I have so much anxiety about going back to work. I feel like a lot of people probably have this, but like I haven't actually worked in a long time, and I'm grateful that I'm on furlough and stuff, but my employment contract runs out in March. So the thought of having to reapply for a job and actually go to work and stuff again is giving me severe anxiety. But I guess I'm excited as well. So, next question. You win the lottery tomorrow, 10 million. What's the first thing I do? The first thing I'd probably do would be to pay off my parents' mortgage. Because to be honest, I don't actually know how much mortgage they have. I don't really know any of the, you know, the details. but it would help them out a lot, you know. So I would pay that off for them so they didn't have to worry about that. I would pay off my sister's mortgage. I would buy myself a house easily. In fact, I would buy myself several houses and I would rent them out to other people so I can keep that income coming in. I think that's pretty smart. I would say like invest, but I don't really know much about stuff like that. And I mean, maybe I'd invest in like Amazon. You know, they're like a billion-dollar company, so that would be pretty good for me, I suppose. Go on many holidays. I'm talking multiple. I'd be flying, obviously not in COVID. Imagine COVID's not real. I'd be going everywhere and anywhere I wanted to. Next question. Where would you like to travel when you can travel? You know what? I really don't know. I haven't really thought about it, to be honest. I would like, obviously I want to go to America. I mean, come on. I've always wanted to go to like LA or to be honest, I want to go to New York, I think. I feel like that would be just so fun, and they have so much stuff there. And they have a lot of things to do as well, which is so cool. And also like food wise, like I just want to go and try like lots of different stuff basically. So I'd love to go to New York. I really want to go to Germany. I know that might sound weird, but I just would like to go to Germany. See what the crack is there, you know? What do you do to cheer yourself up if I'm having a bad day? Well, it's a great question actually. To be honest, I am the kind of person where if I'm having a bad day, I let it consume my whole life basically, and I find it difficult to get out of that funk. I don't know why. I've kind of always been like that, to be honest. Like if something puts me in a bad mood, I'm just going to be in a bad mood the whole time. I do try and like cheer myself up and do certain stuff. So I'll maybe go for a walk, just like get out of the house and try and like get some fresh air, just sort of to clear my brain a little bit. I like to watch like YouTube videos that like I know make me happy. Like there's this one YouTuber called Lil Simsy, and she literally makes like build videos like in The Sims. She's amazing, and I don't know what it is about her videos, but like they send me to sleep. I just find them so fun and relaxing. So I'll watch stuff like that, listen to some music. Or like it just automatically makes your brain feel good, to be honest. So, and also like exercising sometimes. Like I do struggle to find motivation to exercise, but I know that after I've done it I feel a lot better. So sometimes if I'm not feeling in the best mood, I'll just do like a little mini workout, and I do feel better afterwards. So I don't know, but I am the kind of person where I just find it difficult to get out of that funk once a minute. So, but I'm trying. Like I said, positivity is the vibe for 2021, so I'm just trying to influence myself a bit more to just sort of let things go. Okay, this is actually a really good question. What's your opinion on under 16s using social media? To be honest, I've never really thought about it like as being like a super bad thing, but I also find it really weird. Like I see some girls who are like literally really young, and they're like posing all like adult. Does that make sense? Like I feel like social media has made people grow up so fast. So people who are like under the age of 16 who are on like Instagram and stuff, I feel like they don't act like how I acted when I was that age. So I didn't care about stuff like that. Social media wasn't really a thing, do you know what I mean? So it's definitely weird, and it also just shows how much of an impact it has on, I guess, society. Like everyone has just grown up so quickly, and to me they're still kids basically. They don't have like a childhood. Does that make sense? I don't think it's like a terrible thing, but I do think that it can be quite harmful, especially to like your mental health and stuff. Like there's a lot of kids who like have really bad like self-image problems because of social media. So I don't know if it should be necessarily accessible to people that young, if it's going to have such a detrimental effect to them in that way. But I mean, I don't know. I just want to say, if you keep hearing a clicking noise in the background, it's Cameron, because he's on the PlayStation. So okay, let's have a look at some more questions. Okay, have you ever photoshopped your pics? No. I actually once, but I wouldn't say I didn't photoshop it. Like I didn't like, how can I explain it? In the picture I was standing like with my back kind of to the camera. Does that make sense? And it was just like an angle of my butt, and I just didn't like how that angle looked, so I basically just made it look not so weird. But I never even ended up posting the edited version of the picture, so it was kind of pointless. But I don't Photoshop my pictures, I don't like Facetune them, I don't do any of that stuff. I don't really see the point, to be honest. Like, a lot of my Instagram followers are people that I know, and they know that I wouldn't look like that. Does that make sense? Like, I don't see the point in editing it just so that people can be like, well, she obviously doesn't look like that. Like, who am I trying to kid? Do you know what I mean? But I don't feel the need to do it anyway, just because I just don't feel like I need to. I like my face, I like how my body looks in most of the time. I don't feel like I need to change that in pictures just to try and impress people on Instagram. Next question. Where do you find fashion inspo? So basically, there are loads of like Instagram pages. I'm gonna see if I could like put a picture in here of what I'm talking about, right? But they basically like post like different items of clothing, and they like match it in an outfit. So like it will be like a Pretty Little Thing top and like jeans from wherever, and then shoes and a bag and stuff, and it just shows you how you can put an outfit together. But I basically just take inspiration from that and like pick out outfits, obviously with clothes that I have, but that are similar, like colour schemes, and like I'll match things like that. But then I also gain a lot of inspo, and a lot of where I get my ideas for outfits is from Pinterest. Pinterest is incredible. Like, on my like just homepage, I'll have loads of different pictures of like different girls' outfits and like winter and summer stuff, and then I'll just add it to a board that I've made, which is literally called Clothing Inspo. And it just makes it really easy to sort of just like pick out what the trends are going to be for that season, and what like colour schemes are quite popular, and etc, etc. So Pinterest is definitely probably, I'd say Pinterest is probably the biggest place I get my inspiration from. Next question. Do you believe in manifestation? Yes and no. I feel like, I don't know, I don't really know. So I believe in it, and I believe that if you put things out into the universe, they do tend to come back to you. Like, if you put positive thoughts out there and you know, you do your best to be the best person that you can be, I feel like things do come back to you, and like, it doesn't always necessarily, it's not always the thing that you want it to be. Like, say for example, if you're like, oh my god, I want 10 million pounds, just whatever, that's not going to come back to your manifestation, but you might get a job that you really like, that you know is going to make you money. Does that make sense? Like, I believe in stuff like that, but I don't really know. I mean, I manifested Cameron and he appeared, so I mean, in that way I do believe in it, because I do believe that it was fate. My manifestation is what brought us together. I 100% believe that. Today's going to be one of those days where my makeup looks a little bit strange, a little bit off. Next question. How has your mental health been this lockdown? To be honest, better. Which is really strange, because I feel like a lot of more people are struggling during this lockdown than they were in any of the other, I don't know how many we've had now, like is it 3? 2. In the first lockdown, I found it so difficult. It's hard to explain like why, but I just felt like my life had just sort of just been completely shut down. Does that make sense? And I felt like I had no opportunities. I felt like everything that I wanted to do, or anything that I thought about doing, was just completely, like, it wasn't even a thought, it wasn't even an option anymore. And for me, that was quite stressful. I don't know, I just felt like it was a lot to deal with. Do you know what I mean? Whereas this lockdown, I feel like I've kind of just sort of let it go a little bit. I feel like I've told myself, like, this is not the end of your life. Like, everything's gonna be fine. You're gonna move on from this. It's not like your world hasn't ended. Even though it feels like it has, it hasn't. So I basically just had to tell myself, like, you need to just keep getting up every day and doing something that you enjoy. And if you have a bad day, then have your bad day. But don't, like, dwell on it. Don't, you know, don't focus on it. And you'll be fine. So I'm very thankful that during this lockdown, my mental health has been, like, a lot better. It's not always amazing. Like, I don't think anyone's is always amazing. But it's definitely been better than before, which I'm so thankful for. So, yeah. It's been okay. It's been pretty good. Thank you for asking. Do you have books that you've been reading? No. I don't read. I don't read anything. Unless it's like something online. To be honest, I've never really been into reading. I should be, because I mean, books are good, and I have read good books before, but I just don't read as much as I should do, to be honest. So I like reading like crime books or like mystery books, stuff like that. I find them just to be like the most interesting. I don't like books about like love stories, and so if anyone would recommend me some good books, I'm very much here for it. I've only got a couple of questions left, so I'm just going to try and speed through my makeup, and then I'll answer the last few. Okay, so last few questions. First one, how was your experience as a vegan? I'm not vegan. I was vegetarian for like almost a year, I think. But that was like a couple of years ago now. Because I'm basically with Cameron every day, I eat what he eats. We eat the same thing all the time. Obviously Cameron is vegan, and to me it's not any different. If anything, I prefer eating plant-based. To me it's just like, I don't know, there's no difference, especially because now a lot more people have brought out meat alternatives, so it's virtually the same. I don't eat steak, I don't eat lamb, I don't eat pork. I don't really, the thing is, I haven't really eaten a lot of that stuff in a long time, so to me it's not that different when I'm eating like a vegan meal. It's not really any different. And to be honest, I find it kind of, I feel like there's a little bit more versatility in vegan food sometimes. I don't know, you can be a bit more experimental, which is fun. But yeah, it's no different, to be honest. When I was vegetarian, I didn't really struggle. I didn't like miss meat all the time. The only thing I kind of like, not missed eating, but I was like, oh, I could have eaten that, is like chicken. But that's because I've grown up eating chicken all my life, do you know what I mean? So it wasn't really much of an adjustment. I just stopped eating, you know, meat and stuff like that. And I don't drink dairy milk. I haven't drunk dairy milk in a long time. People who drink dairy milk, ew. Are you a baby cow? Next question. What is my best piece of advice? I don't know.
To who and for what?
Good point, Cameron.
Like what, life advice?
Well, just the best piece of advice that I could give someone. In any circumstance. It's very vague. But I would probably say, this is just something that I've told myself recently, and it has kind of been like helpful. Don't sweat the small stuff. It's like the best thing anyone could ever tell themselves. And it seems so simple, like, and kind of stupid to think, well, obviously not. But like, it is so incredible how the smallest little thing can completely change your day, or like your feelings, or how it can hurt you. Like, I feel like I'm definitely the kind of person who takes everything to heart. I'm very sensitive. So like, Cameron could say something to me and I'll be like, why do you hate me? Why would you say that? But in reality, like, he's not saying it to be hurtful, and it's just how I react to it. It's a tiny little thing, but I'm holding on to it, and it's only hurting me. So what's the point in letting it completely destroy me? Do you know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense. So the best piece of advice I could give to any person would be, just don't sweat the small stuff, and find a way to just let things go. And the thing is, I can hold a grudge. I know I can hold a grudge, but like, it's just not going to do anything good for you. So you just have to find a way to let things go. Even if you don't forget it, like, just let it go, and you'll just feel so much lighter in yourself, and you won't feel so like angry and hurt, and I don't know, like, just, yeah, don't sweat the small stuff, people, and just let all that negative shit go. Okay, so the last question I have is, what would I tell 13-year-old me? So looking back, at 13, I would have been in what, year 8? Year 9? Yeah, year 8 or 9, something like that, right? I would tell myself to stop trying to fit in. Stop changing who you are to fit different friend groups. Stop curbing your own opinions to make other people feel comfortable. Stop straightening your hair because you're not Caucasian, and you should embrace the fact that you have curly hair. It's actually very nice. I would tell myself to maybe relax a little bit because high school for me was like one of the worst times of my whole life. I hated high school so much. I was the most anxious and awkward person. Puberty was not very kind to me. I just hated it. I felt so uncomfortable in my body, and it was just such an awful It just was not a fun experience. I was angry all the time. I just did not enjoy it at all. So I would just tell myself to just try and find something that makes you happy, because I just didn't, it was not fun for me. So stop worrying about the attention of boys, because all the boys in high school are ugly and annoying anyway, and why does their opinion matter? There's so many things I would tell my 13-year-old self. It's actually crazy. Like, to think that I'm 23 this year in April, so 10 years ago. Oh my god, that's scary. I would just say enjoy your childhood while you still have it. Just try and chill. Stop worrying about what people think of you. Just try and chill a little bit more. Jesus. I was a very, very high-strung 13-year-old. So my makeup's finished. I don't like how I look today. I also do not like my hair. What's new? So yeah, that was all the questions that I have. Thank you for everyone who gave me a question to answer. I really, really appreciate it. I like filming Q&As, to be honest, because I can talk for England. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy the video, then please give it a thumbs up, and make sure you're subscribed to my channel. At this moment in time, I have 196 subscribers. So I am 4 subscribers away from 200 subscribers. Do you understand how insane that is to me? That is crazy and completely unthinkable. I just don't get it. Like, what do you mean? So please subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed already. I would really, really appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Hopefully it'll be, you know, on schedule this time. Bye!